We will be doing a hip opening and hip strengthening practice today. So start reclining on your back in butterfly. Soles of the feet together, knees open wide. You could always place 2 blocks underneath the undersides of the legs for a little support if you need. Letting the eyes close and letting the body grow heavy. So after whatever you've been up to today, now the body gets to soften in quiet stillness. Beginning to key into your breath. So with your next inhalation, expand the belly, then expand your side ribs all the way to the top of the chest. So you fill up like a balloon. And then when you exhale, release the chest first, then the side ribs, and finally the belly. It's directional breathing. Do it again. Inhale, the belly expands first, then the side ribs, finally the top of the chest. The whole back body expands. And then exhale, top of the chest releases, then your side ribs, and finally your belly. Continue like that on your own. So from inhale, it's from the bottom to the top. And the exhale is from the top of the torso to the bottom. And you're just letting the breath be as slow as it can be. Good. A final round of breath. And then you'll draw your knees into your chest, giving the legs a hug. We're going to be coming into half happy baby. So for the half happy baby, you're going to release the sole of the left foot down to the ground and just start by pulling your right knee in towards your chest, interlacing the fingers around your right knee. And then the sole of the right foot will face the sky as your right hand grabs the outer edge of the right foot, or you could grab the ankle or the shin, whatever you can grab hold of, and just begin to move the right foot and the right knee out to the right. Pull down on your right foot. And you're just going to let that left knee fall out to the left. So you come onto the edge of the left foot, and you're just pausing here and breathing. You're pulling your right knee down towards your armpit. Optionally, you could straighten your left leg, flexing the left foot, pressing the left thigh down. Return to your slow breath, return to your directional breath for a final cycle of breath. Good. And then slowly release that, pull both knees back into the chest. Arms will open wide, we're going to twist. So with your next exhale, release your legs to the left in the spinal twist. Legs will be heavy on the ground. You could add your left hand atop your legs to weight down your legs a little bit more. Make your right shoulder heavy towards the ground, and you could close the eyes and breathe slowly here. Directional breath is extra interesting in the twist. With your next breath, bring your knees back to center. And you're going to interlace your fingers around your left knee and release the sole of your right foot down to the ground. We're preparing for half happy baby on the second side. So the sole of your left foot will face the ceiling. Left hand grabs the outer edge of the foot or whatever you can grab hold of. Move the foot and the knee out to the left and pull down on your foot. Let that right knee simply fall to the right. So you come onto the edge of that right foot. It's a big hip stretch and you're breathing slowly. And then it's optional to extend the right leg straight, flexing the right foot and pressing the right thigh down. Perhaps the breath is slowing down even more. A final round of breath. And then from here, you'll slowly draw both knees back into the chest. Again, open the arms wide as we prepare to twist on the second side. With your exhale, release the legs to the right. The right hand can rest atop the legs to weight down the legs. Make your left shoulder heavy. Remember your directional breathing. Inhale starts at the base and travels to the top of the torso. Exhale descends from the top all the way back down to the base. It's just a point of exploration to feel more of yourself via your breath. Good. With your next breath, the knees will come back to center. Wrap your arms around your legs. Full happy baby. The soles of both feet face the sky. You're trying to grab the outer edges of both feet or ankles or shins. Okay, do separate the feet and knees wide away from one another. Do pull down on your feet so your knees draw down. But can you also press your feet up into your hands? You'll feel the lowest part of your back roll down on the ground. Slow breath. Final round. And then we'll release. Roll onto your right side. You'll slowly come up to all fours, find hands and knees, and spread your fingers. We're coming into our cat-cow, moving with slow breath. So with your inhale, arch into the cow. The shoulder blades glide down the back. And with your exhale, round into cat pose. Lift the belly, tuck the chin. Move with your breath. Inhale, arching. You might pause at the peak of your inhale. Exhale, rounding. Keep going like that. Let it be slow. Last time, exhale and rounding. And then we're going to add on. Start the same way. Inhale, arch into the cow. This time on exhale, you'll round into cat, but then you're going to slowly drop back to the child's pose. So the hips descend down towards the heels. And you'll do that again. So with your inhale, come on up, arch into the cow, open the chest forward. And then a long, slow exhale. You round into cat and then hips pull you back. It's child's pose. Stay until you're empty of breath. Okay, we're purposefully moving slow. Keep going. Inhale, arching. Exhale, drop back. Child's pose. Okay, you'll do it one more time. And this time when you drop back to the child's pose, pause in the child's pose. So the big toes will come together, the knees will separate a little bit wider, you're letting the forehead rest down. You're letting yourself drop into that state of quiet stillness again. The face can be absolutely free of any expression. Good. Now from here, return to all fours. We're going to come into our first downward dog. So curl the toes under, lift the hips up and back, pressing the pad of every finger into the ground. And real slowly, we're going to start to pedal the leg. So bend one leg and straighten the other and pause. Reach the heel of the straight leg down. And then you'll switch. It's real slow. We're waiting for release. Continue like that on your own. Resist the urge to start speeding up. We're purposefully lingering, giving plenty of time for the muscles to release, the calf, the hamstring. Good. Now come to two equal legs in your downward dog. Hips lifting up and back, both heels reach down equally. Give it a final cycle of breath here. Good. And then from here, walk your feet forward. Find your forward fold. You might bend the legs a little bit here. You're letting your head drape, the arms are draping. We don't need to go anywhere quickly. Spreading the balls of the feet. Good. From here, we're going to come into the Malasana, the squat. So separate the feet a little bit wider than your hips, turn your toes out, and come into the squat. Okay, the elbows press the knees wide, the top of the chest is lifting up. Just note, you could always sit on the block or slide the bolster underneath the heels. Can you lift the top of the chest up and breathe slowly? Do spread the balls of the feet. Do spread the heels. Good. Release your hands down. We're going to re-lift the hips into the forward fold, re-parallel the feet as wide as the hips, and fold. And then interlace your fingers behind your back. You're going to begin to reach your arms away from you. The shoulder blades will glide in towards one another. Feel free to bend the legs here. And then attention to the breath. See if your inhales could be a little slower. The exhales a little bit longer. One more big inhale here, and then with your exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, rise all the way to stand. You'll reach up. And exhale, bring the hands together at the heart. Inhale, reach wide and up. Reach through your fingertips. Exhale, dive forward into your fold. Inhale, arch up halfway. Fingertips could hop to the shins. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand. Big inhale. It's our half sun salute. Reach up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Do it again. Inhale, reaching wide and up. Take up space in the room. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale to arch up halfway. This time on exhale, a big step back with your left foot. Release your back knee down to the ground, low lunge. And one inhale, reach your arms to the sky and look forward. Okay, find your breath. We're bending deep into the right leg. As you lift the lower belly, it's helping you lengthen through your fingertips, lengthen your side bodies. Slow and steady breath as you find a little more depth. One more big inhale, you might look up. And then with your exhale, two hands touch down, curl your back toes under. we're stepping straight back to plank pose. Okay, step back to your plank. Just know you could always drop your knees if you need to. Keep breathing as you lift your thighs away from the ground, as you lift the abdominal center. Okay, the heels reach back. It's like you could stand on the back wall. A big inhale here. And then with your exhale, chaturanga, elbows hug in. You can always drop the knees as you descend all the way down. Point your toes. Dynamic cobra. Inhale, lift the chest in the cobra, elbows point back. And exhale, release down. Keep moving with your breath. Inhale, rise up, shoulder blades glide down the back. Exhale, release. Do it again. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Okay, this next one we're going to hold. So inhale, rise up to the cobra, and this time pause. Okay, so the elbows are pointing straight back. It's almost like you could pull yourself forward off your mat. That's how much the chest is opening. Give it one more big inhale, and then exhale, release down. Okay, we're going to curl the toes under. Inhale's plank or half plank. Exhale is downward dog. Breath is slow, 2 to 3 rounds. Now with one inhale, you're going to lift your left leg to the sky, and then exhale, step or help the left foot forward between the hands. Release the back knee down. With one inhale, you're reaching up to the sky, and then you're pausing in the low lunge. Okay, do find your breath. Bend deep into your front leg. We go for depth, but then we want to find lift. So lift the lower belly. It's going to help you accelerate the length of your side bodies all the way through your fingertips. Eyes are focused, breath is slow. Okay, one more big inhale. You might look up, and then exhale, 2 hands touch down. We're stepping forward. Back foot steps forward to join the front foot. Inhale is the arching up halfway, lengthen the front of your torso, and then exhale to fold. Rising's inhale, stand tall, reach up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Now we're going to repeat that exact sequence, but with the flow of the breath now. It's very slow. This is called Surya Namaskar C. I'll talk you through the whole thing. It's as much a practice in following instructions as it is doing the poses. Good. So with your inhale, reach wide and up. And with your exhale, dive forward into the fold. Inhale is the arching up halfway. This time on exhale, right foot steps back. Drop the back knee, low lunge. It's just one inhale. Find the low lunge, reach up. And then with your exhale, 2 hands touch down. It's plank pose. Keep exhaling, chaturanga. You're going to come right into upward dog. A long inhale. Open the front body. Exhale is downward dog. Now one inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step or help. Right foot forward, back knee on the ground, low lunge. A long inhale, rise up, reach. Find that snapshot. With your exhale, we're stepping forward. Back foot steps forward to join the front foot. Inhale is the arching up halfway. Exhale is the folding. Rising is your inhale, you're reaching up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Right into the next round. Follow your slowest breath. Inhale. It's fine to go slower than my voice. Exhale is the diving forward. Inhale, arch, extend. Exhale, left foot is stepping back. Drop the back knee. Find that low lunge. Linger full of breath, reaching up. Exhale's plank. Keep exhaling. It's a long one. Chaturanga. And then fill up with your back bend. Long inhale. Exhale is the downward dog. It's one inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step forward, set up, low lunge. Inhale, find it, linger full of breath. Exhale, we're stepping forward. Back foot steps forward to join the front foot. Inhale to arch and open. Exhale, you're folding. Okay, you're getting the hang of it. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. It's our last round, Surinamskar C. Inhale, reach up. Linger where you can. Exhale's the diving forward. Inhale's the arching, the lengthening. Exhale, right foot is stepping back. Drop the back knee. Inhale, reach up. Find it. Low lunge. Exhale is your plank. It becomes your chaturanga. You can always skip it and stay in plank, or big inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. It's the right leg to the sky. One inhale. Exhale, step forward, set up, low lunge. Inhale, fill with breath as you reach up. Exhale, you're stepping forward. Hands touch down, back foot steps forward. Inhale, arch up halfway. Exhale to fold. Power the feet into the ground, rise to stand. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands together at the heart, pausing. Now we're going to come back to the Malasana, the squat. So the feet separate a little bit wider than the hips, toes can turn out. You're squatting down. The elbows press the knees wide open. Remember, you could sit on a block. You could also come to seated butterfly if this is too much on the knees. Do breathe. Do try to lift the top of your chest up. Take your time. Good. Now this time, reach your arms straight up. From your abdominal lift, you're going to slowly come straight up to stand. Sometimes there's a little dizziness when we come up from that squat. So take your time, step the feet together, pause for a moment. Good. Now from here, take a big step back with your right foot. You're going to face your side wall. Feet parallel, arms wide. And then we're going to rotate the left leg so toes face the back of the mat. Right heel releases forward. Bend into the warrior two. So the left knee's above the ankle. Arms are wide. Find your abdominal lift. Here comes Sally Cat. Straighten and firm your back leg. Okay, big inhale here. And with your exhale, you'll reverse the warrior. So left arm overhead. You're bowing and rounding your left side body. Right hand can slide down your back leg. Slow breath. Good. With your next breath, return to the warrior two. Bend in for a final round. Find some depth. And then you're going to straighten that front leg. Parallel the feet and release the arms for a pulse. Okay, reopen the arms. Second side. Rotate the right leg. Toes face forward, left heel back. Bend into the warrior two. Right knee's above the ankle. Okay, look for the abdominal lift. Give it a big inhale. And then with your exhale, you'll reverse the warrior. Left arm comes overhead. You're sliding that, right hand comes overhead. You're sliding that back hand down your thigh. And you're breathing slowly. Good. Return to the warrior two. Bend in a little bit more. Find the abdominal lift. And then go ahead, straighten up. You're going to step back to the top of your mat for Tadasana pose, mountain pose. So palms face forward, the eyes closed. You pause for a moment. Good. And then you're going to step back with that right foot again. Okay, so you're going to face the same side wall, arms open wide. We're setting up for triangle. So we're going to rotate that left leg again. Right heel releases back. Give it a big inhale, stand a little taller. And then with your exhale, reach long over your left leg. Reach towards the back of your mat. Till the left hand comes down to the shin or set up a block on the outside of your left foot. Okay, top arm's reaching straight up. We're looking for a wide wingspan here. Firm and straighten your back leg. Keep that open chest. I'm going to have you rotate the top arm so palm faces the back of your mat, and then you're going to begin to reach towards the back of your mat. So you're getting extremely long in your side body, right? Very long side bodies here as you spin your ribs to the left. Good. Top arm will reach up. Slowly, top arm guides you up. and then parallel the feet and release the arms. Okay, second side, rotate the right leg, toes face forward, left heel slides back, give it a big inhale. And then exhale, reach long over your right leg. Hand will come down to the shin or the block. Top arm reaches up, find that open chest, a firm back leg. Good. Now top arm, we're going to rotate it. Palm will face the top of your mat and begin to reach long towards the top of your mat. So very long side body here. Torso gets really long. You are spinning your ribs to the left as you breathe slowly. Good. Top arm's going to reach up. It slowly guides you all the way up to stand. You'll make your way to standing. And then this time parallel the feet and release the arms. Okay, we're going to set up for goddess pose. So the heels will turn in, the toes turn out a little bit, and you're bending deep in your legs. Your knees should be right above your ankles. Your knees should be right in line with your toes. With a big inhale, reach widen up and reach up, straighten the legs. And then with your exhale, bend in, the hands come down to the heart. Do it again. Inhale, reach widen up. Exhale, bend in. There's a sense of gathering energy as you inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Okay, our last one, big inhale. Exhale, bend it and pause. Okay, so you're pressing your knees back. Knees are right above your ankles, right in line with your toes. Abdominal lift. Okay, if you're feeling stable, we'll add the arms. The arms open out to the sides. The arms bend slightly, palms face up. So very gentle palms, gentle face as maybe you bend in a little bit deeper. Keep that abdominal center lifted. And then straighten on up, parallel the feet, release your arms, okay? We're going to interlace the fingers behind the back, other thumb on top. Arms will reach back behind you with a big inhale. And then with your exhale, let the chest guide you forward into your fold. So make sure the feet are parallel. We're in the Prasarita Padottanasana. Arms reaching away like a lever as the chest opens. Slow breath. Good. One more big inhale here. And then with your exhale, you will slowly release the hands down. Hands can touch down or hang down and just soften the face for a moment. And then you'll walk your hands back to the top of your mat. You're stepping back to your downward dog or plank. You could pause here, or vinyasa exhales the chaturanga into the cobra or the upward dog, big inhale, and exhales down dog. Okay, pause in your down dog. Breath is slow. Good. We're going to inhale the right leg to the sky, level your hips with one another, and then bend your right leg. So we're opening that right hip out to the side. You're really reaching your left heel down, a firm left leg. Good. Now a big inhale here. With your exhale, knee to nose. Round the spine and contract. It's like cat pose. And then inhale, hip opening. Open that hip again. Exhale, knee to nose. Round and contract. And then inhale, hip opening. Do it again. Exhale, scoop the abdominal center. Inhale, hip opening. Exhale, knee to nose, contract. Now this time, right legs are straight up back behind you, big inhale. And then exhale, step or help the right foot forward between the hands. We're going to come up to the crescent lunge. So hands can come to the front thigh. Whenever you're ready, you reach your arms widen up. You're looking forward. Now, do bend deep into your front leg. And we're looking for that abdominal lift, the lower belly lift like what we found in our low lunge. And the inner back thigh lifts up. Keep breathing as you explore, bending in a little bit more. Good. Now we'll interlace the fingers behind the back. You're going to reach your arms back behind you. Chest is opening. Now you could always stay here, or with your exhale, the chest leads you forward into the inner right leg. Keep the back leg firm. The head can drip down, kind of like a bead of wax. Keep breathing. And then reverse the way you came up here. So the top of the chest guides you up. The arms reach up with a big inhale. Okay, and then with your next exhalation, the hands will release down to the ground. You're going to bring the back knee down, and we're going to bring both hands to the inside of the right foot. And you're going to move that right foot to the right a little bit, just so you have a little more space. Okay, so 2 straight arms. With an inhale, lift your chest. You could always stay here. Or with your exhale, you're going to release your forearms down to the ground, or stack your blocks up. Your elbows could come down onto the blocks. We just want elbows equally supported here. And what we start with is yielding, just letting the head go. The pelvis is heavy, the breath is slow. I'm going to be offering some optional variations, or just stay here. Now some options here. You could curl the back toes under and lift the back knee off the ground, firming and lifting the back thigh. You could stay here. It's a deeper variation. I'm going to offer one more option. Okay, a little more challenging. The back knee can release down to the ground. Straighten both your arms and bring your right hand onto your right thigh. Power your hand into the thigh to spin your ribs to the right. So you're looking over the right shoulder. Now option here, bend your left leg. Reach back with your right hand. And if you can grab your foot, you do it. You're pulling your heel in towards your hip as the chest opens. Okay, the final option, it's very deep. That left forearm could come down to the ground. You hold your own foot with your left hand as you open your chest. Or you're anywhere along the way with your slow breath. Good. Okay, from here, slowly release. We're all going to straighten the arms and step back to the downward dog or plank. Optional vinyasa flowing through. Child's pose is always an option, as you well know. Okay, we're in the downward dog. Breath is slow. It's this in-between moment of quiet stillness. Now, the left leg is going to lift towards the sky. Start with level hips, but then you'll bend your left leg. You'll peel the left hip away from the ground. Really firm that right leg, reach the right heel down. Now, this hip opening is your inhale, right? So draw on a big inhale and then exhale, knee to nose, abdominal contraction. It's like cat pose. Inhale, left leg opens, hip opening. Exhale, knee to nose. Try to scoop the core center. Inhale, open. Exhale, contract. Inhale, opening. Exhale, contracting. Now this last one, left leg's just straight up back behind you, big inhale. And then exhale, step or help left foot forward. We're rising up to the high lunge. Take your time, right? Hands can come to the front thigh, or as slowly as you need, the arms begin to reach towards the sky. Okay, we find our foundation here. Bend deep into your front leg. Lift the lower belly, lift the inner back thigh. Okay, slow and steady breath. We're going to add the shoulder opening, right? So other thumb on top, it's going to be the awkward clasp. As you're ready, you'll interlace the fingers behind the back and reach the arms up and back. Okay, you could always stay here upright, or with your next exhale, the chest leads you into the inner left leg. So the head is dripping down, the arms are reaching away, and you're breathing. We really need firm legs here. You probably feel the challenge on your balance. Okay, now from here, we're going to reverse the direction coming back up. So as you're ready, the chest will lead. As you slowly return all the way to standing, the arms reach up with a big inhale. Okay, bend in for a final round. Find some depth. Good. And then from here, release the hands down, back knee releases down. Let's move both hands to the inside of the left foot. The left foot moves a little bit to the left. Now again, 2 straight arms with an inhale, lift your chest. You could always stay here. Or exhale, the forearms release down to the ground or the blocks. Now just know, you could always stay here the entire time. When we add on, you don't have to. So this is a yin pose. We're yielding to gravity. Pelvis is heavy. Face is soft. Slow breath. okay, or the options. Okay, so you're staying here, or the option to curl the back toes under, lift the back knee off the ground, firming and lifting the back thigh. Top of the chest extends forward a little bit more. Okay, this third option is a little more challenging. So the back knee releases down, 2 straight arms. Left hand comes to the left thigh. You power your hand into the thigh to spin the ribs to the left. You're looking over your left shoulder. Now you could stay there or bend your right leg. Reach back with your left hand to grab your foot. You're pulling your heel towards your hip. As you twist, keep breathing. And then that final little detail, it's pretty advanced. The right forearm could come down to the ground. Final cycle of breath. Good. And then if you're holding the foot, slowly release. Straighten up the arms. Always your choice. You're stepping back. It could be plank. It could be down dog. Or it's the vinyasa. It's slow. The vinyasa is always slow, particularly because it's repetitive. We don't want to blow through it. We want to slowly find each pose. Okay, so you're back in your down dog. You're breathing slowly. Now, I'm going to offer some options here. It's going to be a moment where you get to choose what's best for your energy level. So you could stay in downward dog. You could come to child's pose. Or we're going to come to dolphin as an option. Okay, so it's going to be a fiery pose. The forearms come to the ground. The elbows are right underneath the shoulders. Forearms are parallel. And then you curl the toes under and the legs are like downward dog. The hips lift up and back. Okay, so this is an option. Move your chest towards your legs as you continue to lift the hips up and back. So when I said it was a fiery pose, it's a challenging pose. So option, you could extend the right leg towards the sky and level your hips. Prompt yourself, switching legs when you're ready. Okay, there's probably some shaking, there's probably some heat to be expected. Stay for one more round of breath if you're with me in the dolphin. And then we will all meet in the child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide. A moment now of absolute rest and stillness. Okay, slowly make your way back to your downward dog. We're going to come into a final standing posture. So when you're ready, end of exhale, hop, step, or walk the feet forward. Inhale to arch up. Exhale to fold. And then rise to stand, reach tall. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Now we're going to balance. So I want you to bring your hands to your hips and really power your feet into the ground to firm and lift your thighs. Just want you to feel that your hips are squaring forward. They're going to need to stay that way as we build a pose here. Okay. We're coming into dancer pose. So bring your palms together and you're going to shift the weight into your left foot and bend your right leg. You're going to reach back with your right hand to grab your right foot and bring your thighs together standing tall. And then that left arm can reach for the sky. And this is dancer, so you might stay here. Your hips are still squared forward. Now, if you're going to add on optionally, you need to draw your right shoulder back. The right shoulder blade needs to be in the back. Begin to kick directly back into your right hand. That right leg is going to want to flare out to the side. Don't let it. Okay, and you begin to lean forward a little bit more, like a cobra in your chest. Okay, top arm's reaching straight up, but now reach the top arm forward for archer's pose. It's like there's a bullseye right in front of you. Lean forward a little bit more. Give it a final round, and then retrace your steps slowly. 2 feet return to the ground. The arms rest. Let everything soften for a moment. Let go of effort. Okay, we start again. So hands on the hips, you're finding the power of the feet, pressing down, palms together. Now, shift the weight into your right foot. You're going to bend your left leg. Reach back with your left hand to grab the foot, thighs come together, top arm reaches straight up. This is dancer. Please feel free to stay here. If you're going to add on, starts with the left shoulder. Draw it back, left shoulder blade in the back. Now begin to kick straight back into your left hand. Okay, left leg's going to want to flare out to the side. Don't let it. You're leaning forward. Find cobra with your chest. Now first, top arm reaches straight up, but then the top arm's going to reach straight forward, like there's a bullseye in front of you. Archer's pose. Even teachers lose their balance, as I am doing here. Slowly retrace your steps. Top arm reaches up. And then 2 feet on the ground. Everything relaxes. Palms together. We'll move through a final sun salute. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, arch up halfway. Okay, final time. Exhale's plank. You can always skip it. Chaturanga. Big back bend. Inhale. Good. Exhale's the downward dog. Let's pause here. It's our last downward dog. So slow breath. Good. And then we're going to shift to plank with the inhale. Use the exhale of chaturanga to come all the way down to the belly, and you're going to make a little pillow with your hands. Just let the forehead rest for a moment. Okay, the face is free of effort. Maybe you feel more of yourself. Now we're setting up for back bending. So you're going to press the tops of the feet into the ground so that your thigh is firm. You're pinning your tailbone down. And then set up like you would for cobra. So hands alongside the ribs. We're going to inhale, lift the chest up, lift the legs up. Now with your inhale, legs separate wide, and with the exhale, the legs come together. Do it again. Inhale, legs wide. Exhale, legs together. Inhale, legs as wide as the mat. Exhale, squeeze in. Last time, inhale, legs wide. Exhale, squeeze. Now stay here for an inhale, lift up. Chest and legs. Looks like I'm doing it one more time. Lift up chest and legs. And then exhale, release. Let the right ear rest down. Let everything rest. Good. Now set up again like you just did. Tops of the feet pressing down, but this time 2 straight arms alongside the body. Shoulder blades are on the back. Okay, palms face down. With your next inhalation, lift up. All limbs lift up. Now, with your next inhale, arms and legs open wide. Think X shape. And then exhale, legs and arms squeeze in. Inhale's the opening, X shape. Exhale, squeezing in. Inhale, spread fingers and toes. Exhale, hug in. Last time, inhale, opening. Exhale, squeezing in. Now stay here. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, left ear rests down. Good. Now forehead to center, place the hands alongside the ribs, curl the toes under. We're just pressing up to all fours. Okay, so come to all fours. We're going to do a little release for the spine. So just begin to shift the hips side to side. You're kind of wagging the tail here. Okay, and then an option, as you shift the hips to one side, look over the shoulder to see if you could see the hip. Right? So inhale, you come to center. Exhale, the hips shift to the right. You look over the right shoulder towards your hip. Inhale, you come to center. Exhale, shift the hips to the left. Look over your left shoulder. And then keep moving in that way. You don't have to see your hip, but you're trying to. come back to center. We're preparing for our hip opening Gomukhasana. Okay, so you are going to bring your knees together and cross the right thigh high over the left. The feet will separate wide away from one another, and then you're going to pitch the sit bones back so you sit in between your heels. Now, if this is too much on your knees, please recline on your back. I'll show you an example in a moment. Okay, interlace the fingers around that top knee, sit tall. You might stay here, or with your exhale, aim your chest over the top knee as you fold. Okay, and some of us will be here breathing slowly. Now, if you're on your back, you can recreate this exact same configuration with the legs, right? So I'll demonstrate. I'm going to recline on the back, and I'm going to cross my right thigh over my left, just like we did seated. So right thigh crosses over the left, and then pull the knees in towards the chest and try to grab the outer edges of your feet. Grab whatever you can. It might be shins or ankles. You reach underneath your feet to grab the outer edges of the feet. And then you're pulling your knees in towards you. Okay, you could stay there, or I'm returning to the seated variation. Wherever you are, let the eyes close. Let the breath guide the experience here. So many things that can lead the mind's attention. Let's give it a final round of breath here. And then we'll slowly come up to the top of the Gomukhasana. We're going to prepare to twist. So you're going to lift that right knee straight up, step the right foot pretty much where it is on the outer thigh there, and just make sure your sit bones are level on the ground. It's the right hand that will come back behind you. Right hand. Left arm reaches up, big inhale. Exhale, either hug that top knee or hook your elbow to the outside of the thigh. We're in the twist. So with every inhale, I want you to lift the top of your chest, lengthen. And with every exhale, deepen the twist to the right. You build it slowly. Good. A final round of breath. You're looking over that right shoulder. And then slowly untwist. We're going to release that top leg all the way around. Let's come to a downward dog. Just a little bit of movement to release from that Gomukhasana, the cow face pose. And we're going to be preparing for the second side, so feel free to come right onto the back and do that variation that I demonstrated before. Otherwise, you're on all fours, knees together, and then it's the left thigh that crosses high over the right. Left thigh crosses high over. The feet separate wide away from one another. Okay, pitch the sit bones back. You end up sitting in between your heels. Feel free to sit on a bolster or a block. We want sit bones level. Okay, you're interlacing the fingers around that top knee. You're sitting tall. You could stay here, or exhale, aim the chest over that top knee. The eyes can close. We come right into the slowness of the breath. I'm going to demonstrate a second time the alternative if knees are an issue. You're on your back. The left thigh crosses over the right. Okay, knees lift towards the chest. You curl up to try to grab the outer edges of the feet by reaching underneath your feet, and then release the head back down on the ground, knees drawing in. Okay, I'm returning to the first variation, but you stay. All kinds of reactions that can show up with these intense hip openers. Let the breath create space for whatever reactions are trying to lead you away. Our final round. And we're going to slowly come up. We're preparing for that twist again. So lift your left knee up, step that left foot right at the outer thigh. The hips are level. It's the left hand that comes to the ground behind you. Right arm reaches up, big inhale. And then exhale, hug the knee or hook the elbow as you begin to revolve the ribs to the left. Every inhale, lift the top of the chest, lengthen. And every exhale, deepen the twist to the left. You're looking over the left shoulder. You build it slowly. Particularly the twist, it happens gradually. Final round, you're looking over that left shoulder, and then slowly untwist. Okay, final time, that top leg's gonna swing all the way around to bring you back to down dog. Okay, I'm doing a final vinyasa, but not necessary. Slow breath. Good. Release the knees to the ground, sit to one side, swing the legs all the way around, lie down. You're going to pull the knees into the chest and give the legs a hug. Good. And then from here, we'll slowly transition into the Shavasana. So the arms and the legs extend, palms face up. Let the eyes close. Our final deep relaxation. Bringing your attention back to your breath. Beginning to slow down your breath. Maybe extending the arms overhead, stretching through the arms. Whenever you're ready, you'll slowly roll onto your right side, let the head rest. In your own time, pressing the ground away, you'll make your way up to a final seat. Sit tall, let the palms face up as the eyes close. So allowing the attention of the mind to drop right into the palms of the hands, so the hands grow very sensitive. You're going to bring one hand to your heart, bring the other hand to the belly. We'll finish with 3 breaths together here in silence. Whenever you've completed that 3rd round of breath, you'll rejoin the palms together. Namaste. Thank you for your practice.